Welcome to Art Bricks and Clay, a world of imagination where we feature vibrant display of various Lego minifigures in a playful setting, colorful Play-Doh sculptures and creations, a cozy scene of myself making candles, an open storybook with magical illustrations and more. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
In today's video, I'd be sharing the process of making my heart-shaped Valentine's Day candles. I begin by placing my soft soy wax into a large pouring pot. To this, I add 10% high-grade stearic acid, a vital plant-based additive in candle making. Stearic acid increases hardness, raises the melting point, and strengthens scent throw. It's especially ideal for pillar and molded candles, as it helps prevent bowing and improves mold release. It's typically sold in pearl or flake form. As the pot heats, I gently mix the soy wax and stearic acid together, allowing them to melt into one. It's truly fascinating to watch these ingredients transform from solid to liquid. It never gets old. Once melted, I add wax dye or liquid dye to the mixture. The amount used is completely up to you. The more dye added, the richer and deeper the color will be. Since these are Valentine's candles, I chose a beautiful red. While the dye melts in, I keep a thermometer close by to ensure the temperature stays just right. Most waxes come with specific instructions on pouring temperatures and when to add fragrance or essential oils, so I always follow those guidelines closely. The scent of a candle depends on both the type and grade of oil used, as well as the fragrance itself. For these candles, I chose a rose fragrance oil, and it turned out to be my favorite scent I've ever made. It wasn't too potent or overly sweet, but perfectly balanced. It genuinely made me happy, and my house smelled like fresh roses all day long. While the wax finished blending, I prepared my heart-shaped containers by placing the wicks inside. I made several, getting them ready for pouring. Pouring the wax is a fun process, but it's also one of the most important and crucial steps. The wax must be poured gently into the container to avoid bubbles or spilling over. Most metal containers have a small line near the rim that can be used as a benchmark for where to stop pouring. The red wax is especially beautiful. It feels like filling the void of an empty heart. While many people find watching paint dry boring, watching wax transform from a liquid into a solid is surprisingly exciting and relaxing at the same time. Keep in mind that just because wax appears one color in its liquid state doesn't mean it will look the same once it has dried. This is why trial and error, along with carefully tracking dye measurements, is so important. Taking notes allows you to adjust future batches and recreate your favorite color results with consistency. As the candles dry, it's essential to use a wick holder to ensure the wick stays centered. This must be done while the wax is still liquid. I use simple popsicle sticks. They cost almost nothing and work perfectly. While waiting for the wax to dry, I melt another batch in a small pouring pot, this time using hard wax for decorating. I mixed in some excess wax from the first batch, which already had a rose scent and red dye. To deepen the color without overpowering it, I added extra red dye along with a touch of dark pink. Once the wax was melted, I used a silicone mold with rose patterns and carefully transferred the wax from the metal pouring pot into the molds using a pipette. Some wax did spill, but at this stage, mistakes are part of the process, and honestly, part of the fun. After the wax dried, I used a small elongated grater to remove any excess wax and ensure a flat surface. Once finished, I gently popped the wax roses out of the molds. I made several so I could choose the best ones for decorating the candles. Once the candles were completely dry, which took several hours, I trimmed the wicks and began decorating the candle surfaces using wax candle pens. I applied a small amount beneath each rose so they would adhere securely to the candle. Side note, while filming this video, I didn't realize I was running low on red and gold wax pens, which made them a bit difficult to squeeze out. After all the roses were secured, I added small decorative dots across the candle surface. This particular candle paint was my favorite. It starts as a soft tan color and transforms into a rich gold as it dries. And there you have it, my beautiful, fragrant Valentine's candles. The decorations turned out wonderfully, and the cold throw was strong. The project was a complete success. As I showcased the finished candles, I also wanted to include real dried rose petals and small heart-shaped chocolates in the background to complete the presentation. I've always loved candles. There's just something about lighting one that instantly changes the mood. The soft glow, the gentle flicker, the way a scent can wrap around you and make a space feel warm and intentional. Now that my candles are complete, I truly believe presentation is everything. Packaging plays a huge role and should never be overlooked. I purchased this DIY box from an online shop, and the setup process was quick and easy. Once the box was assembled, I added real dried rose petals to the bottom for an elegant touch. Next, I placed the sealed candle container inside. It fit perfectly. Once the Valentine candle was placed inside, I added additional rose petals around the box to create a fuller presentation. The petals are in perfect condition and may also be used to decorate a bed for an added romantic effect. To add a sweet finishing detail, I tucked a couple of heart-shaped chocolates into each corner of the box. To complete the look, I slid the box into its plastic cover and tied it together with a heart-shaped bow. And just like that, the project is finished. It makes a beautiful Valentine's gift for your loved ones or significant other. And it's also a great option if you're looking to create a product to sell.
Thanks for watching this video. If you had fun, give us a big thumbs up. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome videos. Until next time, bye!